The FBI and the U.S. Postal Service are investigating letters filled with white powder that were sent to state election officials across the country. Election offices in at least 11 states confirm they received suspicious letters. So far, none of the powder has turned out to be dangerous. This is the second time in the past year that suspicious packages were mailed to state election officials. Yesterday, on America Decides, Georgia's Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger, explained how his state is preparing for a similar incident.
We are prepared for fentanyl and looking out for any other type of foreign substance. It's just another thing that we've put on our to-do checklist just to be aware of. It's one of those unfortunate things, but we deal with it and we move forward. We do our job.
Well, CBS News Homeland Security and Justice reporter Nicole Sganga is joining us now to talk about some of these concerns and threats. What do we know about the investigation into the suspicious packages so far?
Yeah, Anne-Marie, these suspicious packages containing the white, powdery substance, they were sent to election officials in at least 11 states, according to our CBS News count. But, you know, officials nationwide from New York to Kansas to Alaska deeming these substances benign. There were no reports that any of the packages contained hazardous material, and officials in Oklahoma identified that substance as wheat flour. Now, the FBI and U.S. Postal Service said in a statement they are investigating. They're working with, law enforcement partners to determine how many letters were sent total, the individual or individuals responsible for those letters and the motive behind them. Again, no known threat to the public. But the incident, as you pointed out, marks the second time in the past year that suspicious packages were mailed to election officials in multiple state offices. In November, suspicious letters mailed to election offices in at least 5 states forced evacuations after some of those letters were found to contain fentanyl, and the FBI is still searching for the culprit there, Anne-Marie.
And, we know already that it's getting harder and harder to get volunteers for elections because people are concerned about their safety. So this certainly is not going to help. I want to ask you about something else. These suspicious packages, they're not the only threat. We've learned that local election directors from Ohio to Georgia, they are ramping up security to safeguard workers at polling places. So as well as ballot integrity, of course, and voting procedures. What do we know about the steps that are being taken?
Yeah, hours-long training sessions, protective glass, cameras, even panic buttons in states across the country, particularly in states like Georgia, Pennsylvania, Arizona. Election officials have really been taking steps in order to secure voting sites, many of which are not regularly used or routinely used for voting. Obviously, some of them schools, churches, city or county buildings. For many counties, these measures began back in 2020 after false claims of election fraud and rigged voting machines spurred, many threats against election officials and poll workers. And, the federal agency charged with safeguarding and securing elections, CISA, has conducted over 1,000 security assessments nationwide in vulnerable districts, making recommendations for beefing up security. Still, election officials telling us that more resources and funding are needed to actually put some of those recommendations in place.
And in 1 minute or less, they are the threats coming outside of the country. New analysis by Microsoft this week reports that Russian election interference efforts have now pivoted away from President Biden, who they thought was running to the vice president now.
Yeah, and just within weeks of this election, Russian state actors deploying phony videos, fake articles, plus, AI-enhanced propaganda to target the Harris-Walz campaign, amplifying those messages through media websites and social channels aimed at spreading divisive political content. That's according to this new report by Microsoft. Researchers at their Threat Analysis Center say the Kremlin's influence operations, quote, initially struggled to pivot operations aimed at the Democratic campaign following President Biden's departure from the U.S. 2024 presidential race back in July. But then beginning in August, the Russian influence campaign began churning out content about Harris and Walz.
All right. Nicole Sganga, thank you very much.
Thank you.